I think one of the most important principles involving, or dealing with improvisation, is the 16th note accent patterns that you can deal with, like on the snare. So let's start with, measureful 16th notes. And obviously our accent is where we hit one note louder than the other. So here's an example of like a one-bar accent pattern. So I think the important thing is that you just take it one bar at a time and be able to execute any kind of accent pattern that you hear in your head. All right. That way you can get together in an improvisational situation, just multiple accents, and you can kind of create the whole rhythmic flow that you want as you go along. Here's an example of a few bars where I'm just improvising the accents on the snare drum. Okay, now by taking the accented notes and placing them on the toms, we can create a whole nother feel. Okay, so let's go back to our one-bar example, which was this, and just simply apply the accent to the toms. Okay, so to slow that down for you, we had the accents on the snare. We just simply move the hands over to the toms at that point of accent there. Okay, so now using the improvisational principle that we used a second ago on just the snare drum, let's just take the accents and place them around the toms to create other rhythms. Okay, it may sound like this. Okay? But again, I have to emphasize that it's very important that you're very comfortable playing the accented notes on the snare drum first before you bring in the other toms or the other drums. All right? And the same principle can apply to cymbals as well. Okay? Our original accent pattern was this. Okay, now as applied to the cymbals with a bass drum. Okay, so now here's a little improvisation using the accented notes all around the cymbals. Okay, so now let me demonstrate a little bit about incorporating all three elements: accented snares, accents on the toms, and accents on the cymbals, and see what we can come up with here.